Look a new thing. Everything looks good. Oh yeah. Streaming at the most non-opportune time. Oh yeah. Screwing everybody over. My favorites. Let's see. Let's see what random people comes to my stream today. This will be exciting. Let's see what happens. Did that really have something in the background? Okay, I think everything sounds good. Everything looks good. Just making sure everything is set. Okay. Holy. What the fudge? What did my nah? Did my thing just freeze? Hold on, I go task manager. Let me do this. Let me open that back. Chrome. Let me restore. Did Chrome die on me? Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Okay. My Chrome died for a second. And I need it. Shut the fudge up. You're not new here. What are you talking about, man? You're not fooling me. No, you're not getting a wave. You hate me? Yeah, sure. That's how you could, if that's how you want to interpret that as, yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, whatever you say, Milk. Name sounds familiar. Darius Hack, welcome. Who you're saying name sounds familiar? Milkshake Deluxe? That name? Oh, these are. I thought I've seen your name somewhere. Oh, yeah, I don't know, man. So somewhere, right? I do watch a lot of small artists though, to be honest, no offense. Listen, I take no offense. I take no offense whatsoever, man. Remember, I'm not y'all have to remember, I'm not an actual artist. I'm just I'm LARPing as an artist, you know? LARPing as an artist. Wait. Do y'all think do y'all think do y'all think that that cosplayers are professional LARPers. And like 90% of them have a hand cam. The rain, their 10% is you. Are you saying that majority of the artists that you watch, Milkshake, is just because they have a hand cam? Not necessarily for their art or their style or their personality. Literally just because they have a hand cam. I do like the hand cam. Okay, like are you Kira from hey man, are you Kira from JoJo's Part 4? Hey man, should I be fearful? I don't wear any hand lotion, so I don't know if that should be concerning to me or anyone else here. Yeah, look at this guy trying to yeah, hey man. I know you're trying to gas or what is it? LARP as a gaslighter, but at this point, I don't think you're LARPing as a gaslighter. I think you are a gaslighter, Milkshake. No, I'm not saying that's like a bad thing, you know? If you're a professional gaslighter, ooh, like you can get a lot of things in life. It's kind of floating everywhere. I love gas. I mean, listen, okay. We need gas to live, okay? Air is really important. Without air, we can't live. So air is pretty important, but that's very different from being, being a gaslighter, gassing people up. You know, you feel? Oh, that looks kind of weird. Fun fact, there's something as oxygen poison in which you have too much oxygen, mostly dangerous for divers and such. Kind of. You got your thing slightly different. So oxygen toxicity, that's what it's called. Oxygen poisoning is oxygen toxicity. And the reason why is because of something called radicals. So oxygen technically have radicals, and these are lone electrons. And lone electrons, so you think of a negative charge, right? And then it actually attacks your cells, specifically your lung cells. So that can cause something called fibrosis, because it attacks your cells and it can't heal properly. So it causes thickening of your cells. So oxygen toxicity is a very pertinent thing. And that's why a lot of people are so they're always about, oh, antioxidants so good for you. It's for that reason. So the air that we breathe is 21% oxygen. It's not exact. It's like 20 point something or whatever. But the more supplemental oxygen that you get, the higher likelihood of you getting oxygen toxicity, especially if you have a surplus of oxygen. And our body accounts for radicals because we have enzymes in our body that negates it. But again, it's for 21% oxygen. The more oxygen you get, the more higher the concentration, or what you say, what is it? An FiO2. That's what we call it. How do you know oxygen is here? Have you seen it? Okay, listen. I work in the medical field. So just I'm putting it out there for everyone. And then the thing that you're thinking of, Milk, when it comes to diving, that's completely different. That it has to do with something called bends. So that has to do with pressure, a pressure difference, and oxygen. So what happens is when you dive, what happens? The deeper that you dive, it's not necessarily the concentration of oxygen increases. It's just that you have more is present, and that's why when you like go the opposite way, right? You're going up in the air and up in the atmosphere. There is this concentration of oxygen, and all those things are the same, but the amount we call it the amount of particles reduces. So that's why you feel more pressure going up, less pressure going more pressure going down, the less pressure going up. Hey, so you're good with drawing skulls and anatomy? I'm okay. I'm okay with drawing anatomy and whatnot. Because you're in medical field, I do have a thing I don't like to take offense. What a nerd. Shut the fudge up, you motherfucker. um, what's your favorite bone? That's a difficult question. Probably the most interesting looking bone will probably be, I don't know. Let's say the scapula. Yeah, let's say the scapula. Like your back. Ooh, when you have a really defined scapula, if you're really muscular and whatnot, or really skinny, ooh, I don't know. It does something to me, man, you know? I I have reconstructed a very approximately 60-year-old woman in half an hour before. Zero mistakes. Well, what is that supposed to mean? Should I be concerned? Do I need to call the cops? But anyways, going back to what I was saying with bents, right? What happens is when you go down deep, it's really important when you're diving to ascend really slowly, descend and ascending. If you ascend too fast, what happens is you have like could be like air bubbles, whatnot, and they blow up. And that can cause a lot of serious health issues. So what happens is you need more oxygen within a shorter period of time to negate those like bubbles, again, what are called vents. So you see in a lot of medical centers that are close to the ocean, you'll see something called hyperbaric chambers, which are chambers that has really, really high concentrations of oxygen. And it's also used for a whole bunch of other things, but vents or like diving sickness or whatever, that's one of the things. The more you know, whatever. Is oxygen your specialty? No. No. I just I work with it a decent amount. Why does some people like being asphyxiated or choking slash asphyxiation? Oh my gosh. Are you trying to are you trying to get me to explain why kinks work? What the fuck? It probably has to do with the sense of euphoria, right? Because so so the brain brain needs oxygen, right? So there's a whole bunch of different parts in the brain. Again, I'm not gonna go super delve into like every single aspect of the brain. It's so much. But the general idea is that when you are asphyxiated, when there's less air going in, right? It causes this sense of euphoria. it's not necessarily endorphins, because endorphins you usually release when you exercise. It's not going to be oxytocin, because oxytocin is released when you are bonding with someone or during sex, right? So the two aspects of where we see oxytocin increase is when mothers are trying to give birth, right? And it is a positive it's a positive loop when in terms of going into labor and the increase in oxytocin, or having sex, and the release, it's releasing stuff. That's the whole concept of oxytocin. Then there is serotonin, which is what is it? Serotonin. There's serotonin, and nucleus accumbens releases that, and then there's going to be dopamine. Dopamine is released by the VTA. I think I think VTA, or what is it? When you are asphyxiated, the VTA gets activated and releases dopamine. I think it's that. Don't quote me on that, but it's something like that. Something like that, whatever. I'll win again because I'm explaining stuff. God damn it! No, I'm not. I'm not a great anatomist. Okay. Well, here's the thing with anatomy, or this is my take on anatomy, right? Like drawing it. The goal of anatomy isn't try to make it as realistic as possible. I think Toby Fox, is that the guy? Or one of the people's anatomy books put it really well, is that it's not about accuracy or complete accuracy, it's about believability. If you make it look like it works, that is unodd, then you win. Like, right? Because if you want to make everything like anatomically correct or whatnot, a lot of the character designs or monsters or whatnot that we like to see, let's see, in fantasy and different media, it's like it's wrong. But it doesn't look odd because they understand what is it, proportions or general anatomy. Like, oh, so for instance, like when you're looking at a cuter character, what happens to their face, right? They're gonna have bigger eyes, a bigger forehead. And then when you have a more mature character, right, what happens? Their face elongates. Or more mature, there's gonna have a little bit more like wrinkles and space, like things of that aspect. And the whole idea is um trying to add to storytelling with your character or whatever you're drawing. What part of medical field, if you could share, you into making drugs, cutting people open, or charging needles? I work specifically with people on life support. I managed machines on people on life support. So I work in the ICU and the emergency department, and also the NICU, neonatal ICU as well. I do not go to labor and deliveries though. I do not do that. Bro, it's scary. Your life is literally oh yeah. Exactly. That is true. That's so weird. How would I do this? Questions. Do this. Probably sing this more. Whatever. I appreciate your service keeping people alive. Yeah. Explains your auction knowledge too. Yeah. I mean, yeah, oxygen is kind of important when you have someone on life support, especially if you're breathing for them or whatever, man. Man, cylinders can be tricky. Yeah. perspective is pretty important when it comes to cylinders, and the biggest thing is whatever is away. You have to think about it in like perspective, right? So since whatever is farther away, or the thing that's not an open circle, the open whatever, it should be a little bit more circular, or it should be a little bit wider at the end. That's like a small little trick, tip, whatever. Just tell them to breathe, silly goober. Forget how to. I mean, yeah, sometimes I do that, man. Can I open your circle? Excuse me, Fizzy. You want to explain that, man? I do not get the major/minor axis of a cylinder. Major and minor. Well, what do you mean by that? could you go a little bit more? Explain a little bit more by that. Davarius Hawk. What's happened? What does that sound? Oh, I think someone followed me or whatever. I don't even know where, but thanks. Ellipses on perspective apparently have oh, okay. So generally, so okay. I'd say the biggest thing with ellipses, right? It's on Twitch, you dingleberry. Did I? Oh wait, I did ask you. Whatever. I mean, the best way that how to think about it, right? You don't have to draw this all the time, but for now, just for simplicity's sake, I am. So think of it as a square, right? Whatever thing that you're drawing on a square. And then this is a perspective trick. Having an X, drawing an X, and whatever you put in the middle of the X is the center point. So think as that axis. And then when you're drawing, making that your midpoint, and then your circle, right? Or your ellipsis or whatever should be hitting all points equivalently. I'm doing it piss poorly right now. So if you want to draw an ellipse in like a perspective or whatever perspective that you're trying to do, trying to think about it in a square/rectangle. I mean, perspective is going to make it slightly different. Center point, and then, drawing the ellipse or circle in that same perspective. Again, trying to make it hit all the points evenly. Kind of ish. Hey, Astro, welcome. The biggest thing is so this is one way of thinking about it. And again, this is a framework. You don't have to always draw a square, or it's just like thinking about it, right? And the second thing is a lot of people, when they draw ellipses, they draw like this. Or I'm trying to draw a bad ellipse. Okay. Let's say like this, right? They're trying to say this is an ellipse. It's kind of piss poor. And the reason why this is a piss poor ellipse, like generally speaking, is because of this part right here. This portion of the curvature of it, it should be a little bit sharper. Compare this, right, to let's say something like this. Let's say I'm trying to do the similar perspective. let's say I widen this a little, or man, it's kind of poor. Whatever. Uh, Whatever. Let's say you're trying to draw something like this. Something like this. Sorry. Hold on. Let me make this simple. Okay, let's do this. Okay. So let's say you're trying to do this perspective, right? Take this perspective. I can't really execute it right now. I'm bad at execution. God damn it. Whatever. But the whole concept is really paying attention to these corners right here for the ellipsis, because this is the thing. This right here is going to really sell the perspective or the shape of it. Oh, hi, M4. It does seem like turning. Yeah, I see. Yeah. So this is one aspect you need to really get down when drawing ellipses. And one thing that helps is one thing I kind of do, right? So if I'm saying this is the center part, kind of like rotating it like this way, or it's facing you one way and then going around and doing that in different ways, just to get your muscle memory for that. And then another way to think about it as well, ellipses, freaking whatever. That's what I'm trying to say. And then another thing to think about, right, is the concept of, let's say you have a cylinder in the middle. And this is just this could help you with other stuff as well. Okay. So so when you have, there's something called a turning edge, right? So when you're getting close to the edge, or something like turning right, what you kind of see is that the space between the lines actually increases. And this is in a common example, let's say skirts, right? So let's say you have a crease in the middle, right? Let's say it's let's make it kind of wide. Let's say it's like this, right? Then you're turning a little bit more, and then you're going to turn a little bit more, and you're going to turn more. So what happens? And it's the perspective, right? The space, because let's say we're looking at this straight on, as you're turning toward the edge, the lines are going to get closer to each other, and that's just because of how perspective works. Yes, it looks rounder. And again, this is all to do what? This is to help push our storytelling, to remind people this is a cylinder. It's going around something. And this is a good example for like skirts. When you're drawing skirts, think about where the center is, right? Where the middle part is, and whatever part is going around it, add an extra line or two, because it seems like it's going around it. It gives that illusion. So yeah, also think about that as well with the respects of what I said, the corner thing. So think about those two things while doing ellipses, and that will help you a lot. And you don't have to necessarily draw those lines, but if you could imagine it when you're drawing cylinders, it'll help you immensely. There you go. That's there you go. Some tips. Some tips and tricks. And y'all are really derailing me. I'm still not even finished with my freaking warm-ups, man. Oh man, I'm not really good at doing this side or this perspective. Ooh, this is a little bit challenging. It's okay. So oh man, that perspective looks so off. Holy shiz. Actually, it's kind of difficult. Wait, hold on. I made this part kind of challenging. Holy shit. I have to. So I have to turn this way. I'm drawing along with two with basic studies. Yeah, cylinders. Haha. Thanks. Yeah. Not a problem, man. Yeah, I can't draw crap, but I could explain stuff really well. Yeah, I'm better at explaining than actually drawing stuff, man. But you know what? It's okay. Not the end of the world. Also, I guess I'm not used to drawing this side. It's a good way to do this. Yeah, I get this side pretty well, but this side is where I struggle. So probably. And yeah, it's also that's another thing too. Having the knowledge or the knowledge for it, right? That's not the issue. It's the execution. The knowledge thing you could acquire. It doesn't take too much work. You just need to find someone who's really good at teaching the concept. Now it's the application where it's that's where it becomes very difficult. And I'm just doing this to help me with muscles. Yes. Candy canes. Yeah, I'll do right side. Oh shoot. Yeah, trying to do this in perspective is like 10,000 times harder. Because I have to think about the midline. Because okay, I think that is good there. And then I guess I could do my gestures. Oh. My ellipses. Okay. Oh, god damn it. I have to do this. Oh god. So bad. My first ones are so bad. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it's way too long. Holy. Oh shit, my dude. Listen, whoa. I did that for a good while. Then I stopped. Because I had to study for for an exam for grad school. So I had to take a break, a hiatus from arts, generally speaking. But yeah, I do gestures and all that, but it's not as to the extent that I did prior. Looking back, I'm like, damn, I was insane doing an hour gesture drawing every day that I could. Yeah, I don't do that anymore. I do gestures as a warm up, but it's definitely not for an hour. It I reduced it. I do like 10 minutes of gestures before as a warm up. Not an effing hour. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it became my style, quote unquote. Hey man, it's a gesture drawing guy. Oh, he's doing another hour of gesture drawing? God damn. Yeah, I took a hiatus for streaming for what, like 3 months? About 3 months, right? Rough give or take 3 months. Yeah, because I was studying for my exam. Yeah, exam was more important than me doing freaking daily gesture drawings. And then after, I mean, if I really wanted to, I mean, I could go back to doing hour gesture drawings, but I don't know, man. I don't know, man. That was grueling, dude. Holy shiz. I mean, did it help me? Oh yeah, most definitely. Actually, a lot of the stuff that I did prior to my hiatus looks way better than now. I mean, that's why I have derusting as my derusting art as my thing for my title. I've fallen off. My art skills has fallen off. I mean, granted, I was drawing. Holy shiz! I'll draw so much. Thinking about it now. Oh shiz! Whoops. I'll leave this as is. I'm not gonna. Goku sketch? Sorry, I don't know how to draw Goku, dude. My gosh, my gestures are so crappy today. Holy moly. These are like god awful. Can't draw a circle well? Oh yeah. That's important. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that, dude. Holy. Where do I begin with this one? Hey, yeah, you can do something small though. Like literally just draw circles every day. And you can just make it as part of your warm-up routine. I mean, hell, that's what I do. Draw circles, cylinders, I do lines. Sometimes I do boxes. But the big thing is when you're doing it extremely intentionally when you're doing your warm up. I mean, of course, yes, I understand warm up. It should be easy or whatnot. But to really get use of the time with your warm up, being intentional. So really paying attention when you're drawing circles or having a goal. Like, okay, when I'm drawing this circle, this is what I'm going to really focus on. Being very intentional. And I think that will help immensely. Or same thing with like boxes, right? I'll show you once I finish my gestures. Wait, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, I'm finished. Okay, that last one. So, for instance, let's say you are drawing a box, right? So instead of instead of just like, holy, that's so loud. Instead of like drawing something really quick, right? Something like this. Yeah, instead of doing like something like this, being more intentional, like, okay, when I'm drawing this box, let's say you want to make it a smooth edge, right? So doing like something like this. Or, oh, I want to make it where the box has a crack. Or there's like what is it? Let's say a soft corner. Or whatever. I don't know. I don't know, something like that. Just being very, very, very intentional. Yeah, I want to correct my movements. My circles are boxy because seems to bias my hand in a particular direction. I mean, I'm assuming you're right-handed, right? And typically, when you're right-handed, when you do a circular motion, it's going to be counterclockwise. That because that is going inward. So when you're left-handed, it's going to be the opposite. When you're left-handed, you're going to favor drawing circles clockwise, and that's just because of biomechanics. It's a very natural inclination. Because if I were to draw like an ellipse this way, right? Because ellipse this way, I'm from the United States. So if you're drawing like this, see, you see me doing counterclockwise, right-handed. If I do the other way, I don't have as much control doing counterclockwise. It's unnatural. I'm still able to do it, but it's not going to be the same control or what is it? Control. It's not going to be kind of unnatural. I can still draw it, but it's not going to be as good quality as what? Drawing it counterclockwise. Because that's, but again, natural biomechanics. Same thing. When you're drawing a line, is it easier to draw top to bottom or bottom to top? It's probably way more natural to go down to top. And why is that? Because biomechanics. And we're letting what? Gravity help us. Compared to when you're doing this, you're utilizing what? You need more focus. You're requiring a lot more muscles. You're working against the biomechanics to draw this line like this compared to drawing like this. and these just has to do with what is it? Just how natural and how easy is it to you to draw whatever you need to. I see. So it's not just because that what we grew up with. I mean, of course, if you do something so often, it'll be habitual or like, you know, bad habits, blah, blah, blah. In the concept of like, you know, if you draw with like a death grip, right? And then you're like, you know, death grip, your pressure will be a lot harder. You feel like you have more control, but it feels very forceful compared to, you know, when you loosen up a little bit, it seems a little bit more free flowing. So yes, there are some aspects of it which is you like grew up with it or it's a habit. But there's some things it'll feel a little bit more natural, and that's just your the biomechanics kicking in. Damn, you're a surgeon. I'm not a surgeon. Holy shit. Oh my god, dude. Okay. We need to we need to stop this, okay? People start calling me doctor, blah blah blah. I'm like, yo, chill. I'm not a doctor. I'm not. I'm not. Straight up, I'm not a doctor, chat. Let me make that very clear. Front and center, I'm not a doctor. Okay. Oh, what do I want to draw? Let's see. Let's see. It's been a little while since I've drawn a bro character. Maybe I should do. I think that's a cool idea I could do. It's like this. No, that looks like one. But yeah, no, those are. I'm not saying you have to be super cognizant about all those things when drawing. You don't. It's just things to consider, things to be cognizant about. But it is definitely not the end all be all. Yeah. The biggest thing is just not having a death grip when you draw. It's okay if you're a little bit heavy handed. Just recognize if you are heavy handed. And number two is best to draw with what? Your elbow and your arm. Wrist, it's fine when you're doing like really small detailed stuff. But if you're gonna draw like circles, shapes, like big shapes, or generally, definitely go with longer strokes, bigger strokes, aka using, you know what, your arm. This is a pivot point, and then your arm, and then loosen up the grip. Let's see, let's see, let's see. I'm scrolling to Twitter. See what things it could give me, baby. Gotta love Twitter. Formerly known as Twitter. I mean, freaking X, whatever. What the F? I could draw S lines. It looked easy on your canvas. Me, what? Wait, what? S lines? What do you mean? Like just drawing S's? You're saying you can't draw an S? Oh, you're not using a display tablet? Oh, that's fine. But yeah, I'd say just get used to it. Or if you want to get better at drawing like S's, right? One thing you could do that could help is have a point, right? Draw a pole or whatever. And then let's say you mark a point on that, and then you draw an S shape, and then whatever the part is going to the middle should be the point where your curve like goes inward like this. And then, making it different all the time, not always the same. You can make it long and then long or short. And these should be and this should be fast, right? These should be really fast. And this will and then after you do that a while, you kind of get comfortable with it, right? Then you change where that line is. and it's difficult. It's difficult to do it kind of fast. You kind of have to get used to it. Oh shiz. Have to get and do it in different ways. And just again, these are not meant to be done for like hours. This is again just to get you warmed up. Do several of these. It's crazy because I skip all these line exercises to think that I don't need it. The big reason why I do it is warm up. And number two is for line control and line quality. Because if I'm able to dictate what I want my lines to look like, and if I have control over that, I'm golden. And I do this a lot more on digital. I still do it on traditional like pen and paper, but not as much compared to digital because with paper, you have a lot more like specific controls on your strokes. And that's the one advantage I think you have over traditional, over digital. Way more control, way more feel. It feels more intuitive when you're doing stuff. Compared to digital, there's a kind of a huge learning curve to understanding how to use your device effectively where it feels natural, where you're able to control it exactly how you want to. Well, I'm doing it right now. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Okay. Let's see. Do I want to do it with this pen? I'll do it this. It's not really a not really a study. It's just an exercise. Yeah, not a problem though. Just do what I can. Ah, I see, I see. No, you can. You definitely can. You just need the right tools. You just need the right tools. I mean, listen, I was in the same boat, okay? I was like, damn. It's the aspect of like I tell my brain, my brain tells my hand, hey, do this thing. My hand's like, huh? You're telling me to do that? Hell no. And I'm like, please. And then I get a whip and then yeah. I just need to remind my hand who's the boss. Who's the one that giving the commands. Sometimes it sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it does. It just depends. Depends on how it's feeling that day. Wait, if I were to do this. Server? I'm not gonna worry too much about that perspective right there. Don't worry about this portion. Whoops, wrong button. But yeah, I think that's one of the unfortunate things about odds is that uh, not everyone has the same resources. Or, I mean, you can be self-taught. It's just that you need the right resources. And since there's so much information out there, it's definitely information overload. And it's really hard to parse through what is good information and what is not good information, especially if you're starting out or it's one of those you don't know what you don't know. So it kind of sucks. But the upside is there is so many resources, especially like free ones. They're not all created equal. Definitely there's some better than not. And generally, not always, but generally the paid stuff is better. Not always. There's some stuff that I've like paid for and they're kind of useless. Okay, I shouldn't say useless, but it's one of those things where you could find a free version of that thing and it's like 10 times better. Or it's how it's explained is immensely better. Shut the fudge up, milkshake. It's not gonna change. No. Yeah, I focused too much on intermediate stuff. Luckily, I found your stream and realized I need the line fundamentals. Oh my. I mean, my thing is worry about I think fundamentals are important. It'll get you very far. Yeah. Don't think I was freaking impervious to that, man. Come on. Who do you take me as? A fool? It's kind of big. Whatever. Take you for a nerd since I got lectured on oxygen chemistry. Bro, I didn't. Oh no. I'm not. No, I'm not. Don't effing get me started, man. Don't effing get me started. don't get me, don't, yeah, man. Literally, if you were to if you were to ask me, oh, so how many degrees of freedom does a diatomic atom have? Oh my god, it should be 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Before, oh my gosh, before my physical chemistry exam, dude, my friends and I, we spent like 2 hours debating this, bro. The whole concept of, or no, like explaining what constitutes a degree of freedom, like in terms of what plane. You know what? I'm just gonna drop the topic and just move on. I did every single time I think about it, man. I'm not a nerd, chat. I'm yeah. I'm just like the rest of y'all. I'm not a nerd. I don't know what you're talking about. Nah. I dropped it. I dropped the topic. We're moving on. I don't want to continue the conversation about how many degrees of freedom a diatomic atom has, okay? I'm moving on. I'm effing moving on. It's not important. It's not relevant. The relevance in everyday life is non-existent. No. I'm not gonna start, man. I mean, if they're American, remember the concept of freedom of speech is it's not a right in every country. Same thing with when people say, "Oh, I plead the fifth." I'm like, bro, you're not American. That's in the U.S. Constitution with the 10 amendments, man. Unless your country explicitly has that, I'm sorry, you don't have the right. God, I love being an American sometimes. You say, it's my God given right. Yeehaw. Oh, man. Is that so? If that's the case, I guess I will not venture more into not publicly. See, and this is how I know you're not an American. However, coming to the whole concept of freedom of speech, though, um, so there, not necessarily there's limitations to it, but the First Amendment right is not protected under very specific circumstances. So, for instance, a bomb threat is not it is not covered by the First Amendment right, right, because you're actively putting someone in danger. Yeah, there's defamation. Yeah. So things of that sort is not necessarily protected under First Amendment right. Again, so kind of. It's a little bit more nuanced than that, but generally speaking, sure, for simplicity's sake. Oh my gosh. Chat. I don't wanna. I'm not a lawyer, chat. Please, I'm begging you. Open fire. Oh my goodness. No. So that's providing force, right? So here's the thing with using a firearm, right? There is the right, amendment right, blah blah blah, to carry weapons, whatnot. So here's the thing with using force, it's very dependent state-wise or states. And number two is the concept of using force. Now, if you were to have your firearm and let's say presenting it, showing it to someone, not pointing it at them, but let's say you have a shotgun and you're pointing it down, that's utilizing showing force. That's okay. You could do that in general circumstances, not in all circumstances. Not legal advice, not legal advice, not legal advice, not legal advice. Okay. However, if you were to point that gun at someone, and it doesn't matter if it is loaded or not, that is considered using deadly force. That is illegal, or the circumstances of where you could utilize that is way less compared to utilizing force with a firearm. Not legal advice, not legal advice, not legal advice, not legal advice. Again, so there's a lot of caveats. Okay, there's a lot of caveats with things like that. But Your Honor, it was a joke. Yeah, yeah. Hey, buddy, that's not gonna hold up in the court of law. Just letting you know right now. Evu, how many firearms do you own? I own one. And then I do have a license to carry. I have to renew it every 2 years. Wait, not every 2 years. Every 5 years, sorry. Yeah, every 5 years I have to renew my license to have the right to conceal and carry. So I live in the state of Texas. So there is open carry. So I could walk around with a firearm in public, but I have to show it, right? It has to be visible. That's legal. It is illegal to conceal, so hide your gun while carrying it is illegal in the state of Texas unless you have a license. So I have that license. What do you mean? I ain't no way he only got one. Okay, bro. Okay, what the fuck? Dude. Okay, I'm not. Y'all think I'm like a gunslinging, like, you think I'm a gunslinging, beer drinking, God fearing, football watching, red blooded goddamn American? But that's true. But I'm not a gunslinger, okay? Duh. Yeah, he's a gunslinger. Oh my gosh. There are, yeah. That's true. Confirmed, by the way. No. Okay. I'm saying everything of that is true with the exception of being a beer drinker and being being a gunslinger, okay? What is there a problem with me pen spinning? What? Are you saying this is illegal? You're saying me pen spinning is equivalent of being so good with the freaking gun. What the fuck? No. That's not how that works. He's not an American as he claims. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Do y'all want to know? Okay, that sounds so bad. Do y'all want to know what the first firearm that I fired or discharged? Y'all want to know? And no, it was not an AR-15. He doesn't have a license for that? Yeah. What country do you need a licensed defenseman, dude? Please explain to me. Yeah. Oh wow. He actually got it. Yeah. The first the first fire I shot was an AK-47. No, not a missile. No, Abraham Ting. Hell no. What the fuck? Nah. But yeah, so it was an AK-47. Yeah, that was my first firearm that I discharged. It wasn't a handgun. It wasn't. Oh, ooh! I should have been a Desert Eagle. Damn, that would have been so American. Nah. No, it was my friends. AKs are expensive, dude. Like a single bullet is $1. $1 every single time you pull a trigger. $1, $1. Hey, that's $10. And then if you just hold it, $1, $1. Like if you do like hold it, bro, dude, all that money is going down the drain, bro. But yeah, it's yeah, it could get really expensive, man. Yes, I went to a gun range. And I went with a friend. Okay, I bought the ammunition. I think I bought $100 worth of ammunition, and I didn't use all of it. Okay, I also paid for my like I paid since my friend had the firearm. Right, he owned the firearm, the AK-47. I just paid for the ammunition. So he shot like $50 worth. I shot $50 worth. So we shot about like 50 rounds with the AK. And then we also shot a what else did we? The other one was a lot cheaper. It was a 22. Gosh, I forgot what it was. But anyway, regardless, okay. I only own one firearm. Y'all need to effing relax. And yeah, I know Darvis hacks. Kind of weird. I don't make the laws in Texas, but you know, it is what it is. But it makes sense. Concealed carry, when you're concealed carrying, you're more of a threat, a little bit more dangerous because people don't know. You could like sneak up on them. But you know, it is what it is. Yeah, moral of the story is firearms are kind of can be kind of expensive. I mean, it could get very expensive. It can, depending on like what kind of doodads you want. Red dots, oh, those are expensive, dude. Don't even. Oh, silencers. Holy shiz. Yeah, if you want to get like a silencer, so you have to pay for the silencer, and then there's a tax you have to pay for the silent like for the silencer. So let's say the silencer is like $300. Yeah, there's an additional $200 like for like the tax on it. It's crazy, dude. But anyways. Okay, well, let's stop talking about firearms, bro. People are gonna think so like, oh man, there's something wrong with it, man. Dude, I never said I'm a gunslinger. I never said I'm a goddamn gunslinger. Oh my god. Listen. Y'all wanted to know about this stuff. No? Oh my god. Listen. I'm just giving you information, bro. Oh my god. This was all prompted. No, listen. I'm like an AI bot, okay? Y'all prompted this. Y'all effing prompted this, bro. This was all prompted, man. Okay? Y'all, I'm just giving information. Yeah, whatever, dude. You got me? Okay, you weren't the one. Okay, you or Wizard, y'all aren't the ones who prompted me. Okay, y'all are in the clear. You just came in the middle of me being prompted. Okay. Y'all just came at the worst time possible. Okay. You think I'm like gun crazy? I'm not. Literally, legitimately, I'm not. Okay. You just came at a time when we were talking about said topics. Okay. It is what it is, man. Of course, I'm never guilty. I mean, you might be guilty sometimes, but you're just not guilty this time. I wish I could prompt him so I could gaslight him. Oh my god. yeah, buddy. Prompt to gaslight me. But also not an American. Yeah, man. I'm you know what? I'm just so obsessed with LARPing, right? I'm LARPing being an artist. I'm LARPing being a streamer, and I'm also LARPing that I'm an American, guys. Like I'm not an American, chat. What do people wait, what do people say? I'm a Russian spy, chat. Yeah, I'm a Russian spy, chat. That's what I really am. But I've been LARPing this whole effing time. Y'all, none of y'all knew. I legit used to think that you're Korean. Bro, wait, what do you think that? Is it because I can speak Korean? Nah. Honestly, he got the voice whiz. What, the Markiplier voice? Hey guys, it's the Markiplier. He looks Asian to me. Just bro. His level of nerdiness and zestiness also gives me Southeast Asian vibes, just not Korean specifically. Bro, what the can't believe that you're being a Russian spy though. Very Asian elbows. Consider this an Asian elbow. What the fuck? Okay. Also, you seem to be really close to Deemer, and Deemer is Korean. Dude, no. Okay. Listen. The only effing reason why is because when he first joined the server, right? No. The only reason why is because I talked to him, and then when I found out that he was Korean, then I started to speak a little bit Korean, and then he started to open up even more, just because he's like, oh my gosh, this is a person who is easy to talk to, and then knows my language and able to speak it, even though I don't understand like all their like cultural things and whatnot. It's just because I spoke a little bit of Korean. That's all it takes, man. Literally, that's it. And the only reason why I know that or know Korean is legitimately right is that because I have Korean friends, like a decent amount of. Oh no, I drink milk all the time. I'm good. Damn. So happy marriage, I guess. What, y'all think I'm gonna get a Korean baddie? Hi, Aldo. Dude, Deemer and I are not married. What the fudge? And no, what the fudge? He can consume milk? Yeah. Actually, everyone in my family can consume milk. I'm not the biggest milk fiend though. I do drink it. Wait, you guys can't get married? Well, here we can. Actually, in Korea you can't. Gay marriage or same-sex marriage is not legal in Korea. It is in the United States though. Get wet cake, bro. Is Ymir a Korean baddie? I don't know. Wait, actually, you don't. So, wait. Oh, y'all don't know this. So, Deemer showed me a picture of himself. And let me say, he's the most like stereotypically looking Korean dude. It's so funny. But here's the thing, right? He didn't show me like a full picture of himself. He was wearing a hat and a mask. But I mean, I could tell from his eyes and his like physique. I'm like, oh, he is so effing Korean, bro. Is there any Asian country that approves a same-sex marriage? I'm just, if y'all know, not stereotyping, by the way, bro. When the Korean guy looks Korean. No. Okay. Hold on. Let me explain. Okay, what I mean by like extremely stereotypical. Like if you think of a Korean guy like that, like let's say it is the what is it, like stock photo, right? Stock photo of a Korean guy, right? He has like a cup of coffee in his hand or so whatever. It literally would be a picture of Deemer. Because you know, there's some people that are Korean that don't look Korean. There's some people who are Chinese doesn't look Chinese. There are some people who are Malaysian but doesn't look Malaysian. But there's some other people, they like fit that like stereotype so like it's like textbook, right? Deemer fits that. Show us one? What do you mean show us one? I'm thinking of salesman for Squid Game. Okay, imagine that guy, same similar haircut, has the most stereotypical Korean glasses, not as strong of a jawline, and not as built. Let's say a little bit slimmer. Not necessarily a huge V taper. A little bit more boxy. And that's Steamer right there. Nah, I won't let reality overwrite my headcanon. Oh, then what do you think Deemer looks like, bro? You think he's like a K-pop star or something? Alright, bro. There's some people who help the police want the hell want them through the description by drawing their features. Drawers? Yeah. Sung Jun Woo. This epic he did totally Sung Jun Woo. Holy shit. No, no. He doesn't look like Sung Jung Woo. I'm sorry, y'all. Yes, he looks very stereotypically Korean. Oh my gosh, that's too effing funny, y'all. No. Hey man, I know sometimes reality sucks. You know, sometimes it does, man. I understand that. It's one of those, it is what it is. Life ruins. Why shouldn't y'all's life shouldn't be effing ruined just because of a little. You know what? Yeah, y'all are right. Yeah. He looks like Sung Jung Woo. Yeah, from Solo Leveling. Yep. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. He smells so good. That sounds so bad, bro. Oh god. Plastic surgery time? Nah. Nah. He doesn't need it, man. Yes, I understand that South Korea is like the capital of plastic surgery, cosmetic surgery, blah blah blah, whatever. Nah, Deemer doesn't need it, man. Listen, man. Deemer could pull a girl. Korean girl? I don't know. Foreign girls? Oh, 100%, bro. You know how much you know how many Korea boos are out there in the world, bro? Literally, he's Korean, right? Well, he looks very stereotypically Korean. That's all they need, man. You don't have to be like a K-pop star or whatever. I mean, in their eyes, he will be. What's up, Aldo? Oh my goodness, bro. Katie, teach me how to pull baddies with art. Whoa. Okay, chat. When have I ever pulled a baddie? I don't think I ever had. And number two, I've never been in a relationship. Okay, so I've never been in a relationship, and I can't pull bodies. So why are you asking me? Like legitimately, I should not be the person you ask. Sure. What do you don't you do not sound convinced, Igami. You want to share with the class why you don't sound convinced? Toki told me you know the technique. Dude, I'm not Didus. Holy shit. I'm not Didus. Turn the camera around. Bro, I'm not effing Didus. I'm not Didus, goddammit. We know you got 3 baddies. I'm main outfit waiting for you. What? Who are these 3 baddies? Huh? 3? Where did you get 3 from? Okay. I know what. You're gonna say what? You're gonna say Deemer, right? Maybe you're gonna say, what is it? Wait, yeah, who else? No, I'm not effing Ditus, bro. Oh my gosh, these effing people. These effing people, bro. Yeah, I don't know who the other two would be. He's telling to say quiet. Nah. No, legitimately. Who are the other two? Oh, okay. Mia, I guess, whatever. Listen. Yeah, there'd be only one more. But I really don't know who. Mudrock? This got this got Wait, Wizard. Hold on. Okay. Wizard, I'm gonna share the Mudrock art you sent me. I'm gonna show chat. Yeah. Wait, I need to find it first. Okay, number one. Okay, hold on. Let me give you some context. Okay, number one, this picture is not accurate. Okay, this drawing is not accurate of what I look like. It does not. Okay. No. This is not true. This aspect is not true. This is not true to you. Okay, I'm not an effing doctor. Okay, this is true. I'm so okay. This is true, but everything else is not. Okay, you said you the parts. No, I just listen. I love this Monarch art, okay? But all of this, nah, get that shit away, bro. Dude, what the fuck? No. Dude, it's not true, bro. I will welcome. Like, he went out of his way to make this effing edit, bro. It's fake news, man. Fake news. Fake effing news, bro. Oh my god. Okay, Will, can you tell chat that I don't have any baddies? Please and thank you. Listen, Will has known me for a long time, chat, okay? He sure. Okay. Will, can you type in chat and tell them I don't have any baddies? Please and thank you. I'm not a doctor and I don't have any baddies. You have Mo? Oh my god, this goddamn fool. Don't add, don't do this. Will, don't add to the fire, bro. They don't even know about Sean and Mo, bro. Oh, wait, they literally don't know about the two. Listen, Sean's getting married, bro. He's in November. Funny enough, whoa. Nah, no. We're not pulling fizzy water into this too, man. That's a bit much. Hey, Fizzy, are you considered a baddie? Yo, listen, Fizzy got a girlfriend, okay? God damn it, chat. Dude, no, I do not have a harem, bro. Oh my god, this goddamn thing again. Okay, let me clarify, chat. Okay, I do not have any baddies. There is no effing harem. All the names that people are bringing up irrelevant. Okay, literally nothing. Nothing's going on. Absolutely nothing. And it's not me trying to cover up for or whatnot. Literally, no. You can call me a baddie. I do some small time Asian crimes or something. Oh my gosh. Because you're not making anything better. No baddies. A lot of goodies. Oh my god. Fumi just ignore all their approaches because he's on a mission. Yeah, well, what's my mission? God damn it, bro. Listen, well, when is the last time I drawn something lewd? Okay, when? Please enlighten me. I'll put this fucking long. Let me check our DMs. Oh my god. The short answer is literally nothing. Or it's been like a century, dude. So maybe I could pull then SP a little bit more. Never mind, too lazy to look. Oh my god. Oh my god. This guy. Oh my god. Well, with how much you draw, yeah, a century is understandable. Last thing you draw uh was one back in February or so. Yeah. You have your secret. Hey, whoa, okay, whoa, Will, what the fudge, man? You can't just bring that up off rip, okay? What the fudge? Okay, ignore what he said, man. Irrelevant. God damn it! God damn it! Why the hell did he bring that up? Paid no attention to him. Okay, man, but you know, just you know, you got to use a little bit of discernment, man. Why do you think I didn't post it anywhere? Why do you think it was in our DMs and not in the effing server, man? Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. Just think about it a little bit, man. Evidence A. Hush, little child. Don't you cry. Ludes are not gonna make it out. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Don't expose my ludes on stream. No. No, 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 nothing like that, man. What the fudge? Keep going. What do you mean you're almost there? Huh? Oh, what? Wait, wait. What's that thing that people do? Not the countdown. Oh, like feel free, free real estate, free whatever, whatever that thing is. Yeah, chat. I'm not that. Do not, do not. I do not give you permission. I effing swear, dude. No, no, no. You know what? Nah, nah, man. Let's. You're going to forget what I just said. You will have no recollect. Oh wait, I don't have a pendulum. You will forget what you just saw. You will forget everything that was said in the past 30 minutes. You'll go to sleep. And when I snap my fingers, you'll act as nothing has happened. That you recollect no things. Hey chat, whoa, it's been a while. How's everyone been, man? Yeah, I'm just here drawing, man. It was sort of a... Just get a keychain and jiggle jiggle. About that. Chat, what do you let your kids watch you? No. Hell no. Kids should not be here. What do you mean totally? Nah. It should not be. He should understand adults. They should be calm. Excuse me. I'm way more concerned with that effing statement than compared to anything else, man. I'm so effing fearful in wondering what the hell you mean by that, dude. Like, I have so many effing concerns. Chat, I have so many effing concerns. This many concerns should not be happening on my stream, okay? See, there's a reason why this is not a what do people say? Like a family friendly stream? I'm never gonna get a wife anyway, so you shouldn't be concerned. Oh my god. This effing guy. Whoa there, buddy. Let's not jump into self-fulfilling prophecy already, bro. Listen, man, you're pushing the let's you're pushing the self-fulfilling prophecy a little bit too early, man, okay? So you're not denying it either? Listen, man, if you really if you really and truly believe that you will not, yeah, there's self-fulfilling prophecy to that. That's why I'm saying don't think like that, or else it will legitimately happen. Damn. So you a hoe, bro? You get around? I'm not a farming tool. Yeah, it is sad, bro. If I keep saying that I'll get a cosplayer wife, I'll get one. I mean, yeah. I mean, do you want a cosplayer wife? If you truly want one, then you better start going to conventions, man. Oh, you could be. Oh wait, have you seen that meme? The guy who's holding the camera at shakes. That, hey man, listen, it could be you. Now you just need to take your shot, man. Well, what's the saying? You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. Wait, do you not know the meme? It's like it's the guy, he's trying to get a selfie with a cosplayer. He like shakes while taking a hold on. I'm finding this. Does everyone else know what I'm talking about? Let me find the meme. It's been a little while. I think it's my likes. Let me find it. Oh, okay, but alrighty. Okay, uncalled for. Hey man, no need to be so passive aggressive. God damn, man. I'm just. It was a. It was a quite popular meme. If you knew, great. As simple. Oh, I don't know it. Would have sufficed. God damn. Yeah, as simple. I don't know. Would have been sufficient. God damn it. No need to freaking call it out. God damn. Yeah, you're right, man. See, this is why I'm LARPing as an artist. I'm not an artist. See, there's a reason. There's a reason. I say I'm LARPing as an artist. On Twitter. I'm trying to find it right now as we speak. Okay. Why? What? Is he my caretaker? What the fudge? This is not the original, but I found one. This one. This is like taking over the world, bro. Or at least my Twitter timeline. Yeah. I haven't seen that meme though. Kind of surprised. A little surprised. Yeah, man, you just need to go to conventions. Hey, man, you have to manifest. That's what people say, right? Manifest. Okay, see, that's a start. And then probably another thing, right? Is I mean, what's another thing? I mean, definitely not just liking them just because they do cosplay. Like getting to know them as a person, talking to them. I think like the biggest thing is like, you know how you talk to people in general just to get to know them or have like conversation, have fun, whatever, right? So I think when you are interacting, let's say with the opposite gender, I mean, just do the same thing, you know? Don't try to be like, oh, let me woo this girl. Like, no. No need to do that. And I think you'll be fine. If you're not, yeah, if you're not socially like hella socially inept, and you know how to interact with people in like everyday situations, you should be fine. In all honesty, what do people say? Kiss, keep it simple, stupid. Yeah, and play. Yeah, what is it like? Play to your strengths. If you're funny, be funny. Don't try to be overly funny. Be yourself. Um, yeah, man. If you're a little cocky, then it's okay to be a little cocky, man. Just don't be a freak. Unless they're also a freak, then I guess it works in your favor. I know that much, lol. I'm good at making friends, I guess. Thing is, I don't really think I'm ready for one since I'm finding money for the future purpose first. Bro, you're not like you're making it sound like you're making it sound like you're gonna put a ring on them like just like that. No, no, like it is gonna take time, right? To like, so I think it's fine. You just talk now and then slowly build. You know. Oh my god, you're making this sound like a conquest, bro. What the? No, okay. That like, okay. Like, you know what? You do whatever you do whatever you want. You know, y'all are effing adults, but okay, because there's a big difference. Be like, oh, I'm gonna court this like girl or whatever, right? And then be like, you know what? First, I'm gonna friend them, and then hopefully I don't get friend zone, and then when the moment is right, I will strike. Like, you're making it seem like you're only befriending them so you could date them. I'd say not going with that. It's more the aspect of, oh, they're pretty, but you know, I want to get to know them better first, and then the more you get to know them, you're like, oh wow, I really have more of an interest in talking to them or them pursuing them, and then like going for it. Then you know, so you see how it's like very different like perspectives or somewhat because having an interest and then finding more about them and be like, oh yeah, I do want to pursue very, very different compared to like, oh yes, I shall emotionally manipulate them. First by befriending them. It seems so conniving when you do it like that, bro. And you're like, if they don't, it's okay. I got all their secrets. Bloody effing diabolical, bro. Dubious AF. No, man. I've been infected by people, lol. This is how they tell to get a girl, which is nuts to me. I mean, I think slowly getting to know them, like being their friend, and then once you're interested, to me, sounds a little bit better. Just because when you look at someone, right, for the first time, the only thing you know is, oh, they're pretty, right? I think if, in my opinion, I have to clarify. In my opinion, I think it's important to know the person, right? Of course, you're gonna get to know them while you date them, but I think, let's say, certain things that you don't agree on fundamentally, it seems like such a bad match. Unless you're doing it like super casually for funsies or whatever. Yeah, go ahead. Who could do whatever, you know? The whole aspect of it being a game and you have to do this, or you can't text them after this amount of time, or you need to have a side hoe for this, and like, Yeah, nah, bro. That seems way too much effing work. If people are trying to do that, holy shit. I would rather be single, man. I guess spend all that time and energy, I don't know, inventing the new Google and getting a bajillion dollars, okay? I would rather do that, bro. Yeah. Alrighty, good. Okay, man. Good night. Good luck, dude, on your medical exam. Hopefully you're healthy. I'm assuming so. I'm assuming you're healthy. Yeah, get that sleep, man. Retighten this part. Yes. No, it's just a random cosplayer. Legitimately, it's just a